Good morning, PVO Squizzle. It's your boy Super Son, and I am back again with another video. Man, it's been over 3 weeks since I've seen y'all last. So, as y'all can tell by the title and the thumbnail, it's time to do some maintenance on the Caprice. The front brakes are squeaking slightly every time I'm stopping. The front tire, it has a slow leak, so I gotta pull the wheel off and see what's going on there. And y'all know I trim the rear tires. I mean, I trim the rear body, but yet it still grinds. So I'm thinking I'm going to trim more on the rear, and I'm gonna replace the front brakes, do spark plugs, oil change, and just get the car just freshened up, because the rain is gonna start soon, and this car, I drive it in the rain, but there is no show. So yeah, so with that being said, we need to bag this car out of the garage, put it on the side of the house, and get to it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to it, baby. And for a minute, I did have these blacked out tail lights on here, but I didn't like the way the car looked. So I put the OEM tail lights back on. I put the black spoiler back on instead of having the maroon one that is way up there. So yeah, but hey, I haven't had any problems with it. The LED lights are still up there. The rear window, I swear, I wish I could get a video of this car rolling with all the lights on, because at nighttime, the LEDs I installed around this rear window have the whole window glowing every time I press on the brake. And that light also still works, so it just looks badass. I'm gonna have to have my lady drive the car at night, and I'm gonna have to follow her and just record her so y'all can see. But yeah, so hey, I drove the car yesterday to my daughter's volleyball game. So everything is everything. I do need a new battery under the hood because that battery is just trash, and the negative terminal, something's wrong with it because it's always coming loose. So cold start, let it prime, fire up. Alrighty, the car is parked back here. Let's go ahead, jack it up, and let's get it ready for what's here to come. I want to say tomorrow, but yeah, the other day I was driving the car, and every time the bass hit, the car would lose power. So I popped the hood, and literally the negative terminal was just dangling. So I'm going to get a new battery, get new bolts and everything, so that won't be happening anymore. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these wheels off. And since the wheels are going to be off too, I'm gonna paint the calipers. I don't know what color yet, but I know I'm going to paint them because they've been this green color for a while now. So it's time to change it up a little bit. And yes, I still do have the big brake kit. The rotors are on the way. Those things were $400 a piece due to the custom bolt pattern, and I got them drilled. So next, all I need to do is order the hubs, and then once the hubs come in, I'll have all the parts I need to put the big brakes on the front. And when I get the rear end built, even though I have the SS rear end, when I get that built, the same company, excuse me, creates a big brake kit for that. So I'll be running that kit for the rear. So I'll have big brakes all around the car and not just on the front with the stockies in the rear. So, alrighty, let's go ahead, get this thing jacked up and get the wheels taken off. Alrighty, got the front driver, well, got all the wheels off, front driver tire off, and I have cracked another 26-inch wheel. And no, this isn't one of the wheels they repaired. So I don't want you to be like, oh, they repaired that, it just cracked again. This is a whole different wheel, but it cracked once again. But hey, at least I know who I can take it to get it fixed. So I'm not even worried about it. Easy repair. It just sucks that things like this happen. And if you ever see me in traffic, you know I don't drive this car slow. I'm not a cruising individual. When I'm behind the wheel of this beast, I am smashing. I am doing the dash, because the sooner that this start knocking or go, that's when we start building the drive train. But I'm not a cruiser. I smash, I have fun, I enjoy my car. So yeah, second wheel I didn't crack, but like I said, I know where to take it. Okay, let's get the front brakes off and we just go continue to move forward. Alrighty, I got it taken apart, and the brake pads the surface is evenly weared. They're still good. I replaced the brakes right before I put the wheels on, so they're good. I don't know what would cause the squeakiness, but on the driver's side you can see it got a little pressure imprint going across on the inner and outer pad. So I am gonna buy new pads and replace them. The rotors itself look pretty good. They're smooth on both sides, so I don't think I need rotors. Depending on how much OEM rotors are, I might just replace them just to ensure that everything is new. But yeah, so I'm rubbing right there when I turn at full lock, and I'm rubbing a little right here, so y'all know what time it is. I'm also rubbing in the front at full lock. So let's go ahead, bring out the hammer and make some space for these 26s. And you guys could see I cut it, but they still rub when I go in at a angle in a driveway or something. So I'm gonna try to hammer this, or I'm gonna just have to trim it back some more, which it won't be a lot. Fronts are good. It's just the rear, and I want to say it's just the driver rear, because I haven't had any problems with the passenger rear. Like, you could see it separating, but nothing like the driver's side. So I'm gonna hammer this. I'm gonna also hammer the other side, make more room, and yeah, we just go from there. But I'm also gonna do an oil change, oil filter. Spark plugs shouldn't be too hard to get to unless I go from the bottom. So yeah, maintenance. Alrighty, so what I noticed, I cut the pinch well when I trimmed it, and that's what was causing it to come out. So these two parts are separated, but what I was able to do, I was able to bend it flat like this all the way through. So I should no longer be rubbing on this side. And I also smashed the body down some, so I should be clear on this side. and the passenger side is cut more than the driver's side. So all I did was hammer it together, and then I flattened it by hitting it that way. So it's more room on that side. And then for the front, I gave it a few taps just to make enough room, and hopefully it clears. The passenger front was giving me problems. The driver rear was giving me problems. So I'm not going to be beating on the frame to make room. So we could call that all the way out. If anything, whenever I C-notch the rear frame so I could fit wider tires, I'll probably have them do the fronts also, just so I could have full angle. I have full angle now, it just rubs, but hey, that ain't stopping me from making a U-turn. As you can see, it's still rubbing. But yeah, so now time to drain the oil, and we'll finish the video out tomorrow. Alrighty, calipers are black. This isn't the color we're going, but I knew I needed to make sure I did this because that green was pretty bright. So just covered it all in matte black. Tomorrow, when I do get the actual color, you won't see none of the green. All you're gonna see is the new color. I know this isn't the way to properly do it, but I'm working with what I got. See you guys tomorrow. So, oil out of the engine, oil filter there, and yes, it was due for an oil change. It wasn't burnt, but it was pretty dark brown. Everything will be freshened up and done tomorrow. Alrighty, got the wheel out. Y'all know where to go, who to call when you need it repaired. Yep, where it go? Right there. So, hey, drop it off now, pick it up tomorrow. So with the oil change and the brakes and everything, I just put it all on. PVO Squizzle. I owe you guys an apology. I have been MIA on this project. Car's been tucked in the back on jack stands for, I want to say like 4 days, like 3 days, 3 or 4 days. I did end up going to O'Reilly's, got an oil filter, got brakes, and I got paint. I think I told you guys I'm just going with the normal red. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. So now that I have a little time, little man sleep, let's go ahead and put these brakes. Well, I need to paint the calipers, let it sit for a few days just so they don't chip when I do start putting everything back together. And yeah, paint the calipers, paint the rear drums, and then we go continue with the oil change. And then probably Wednesday will be my next day off. We'll put the brakes and everything on, and hopefully that stops it from the squeaking noise, because yeah, I don't know why they are squeaking. So basic red, just to change it up a bit. Let's go ahead, do some painting. Alrighty, got the brakes painted, got the drums painted, got the oil in there, and now we just go let the paint on the caliper sit for a day or two before I start messing with it, just so none of it chip, and in case I have to do some touching up, I could do it. But so far, is it dry? Oh yeah, it's dry to the touch. But hey, we getting there, baby. Next thing, it's gonna be on the ground. I dropped the wheel off to get repaired, waiting for that, and then the car be back on the ground and I'll be back mobile again. I got to go to my storage unit because I have different speakers I'm going to install in the grill, and my little nephew is into Hot Wheels, so I'm gonna go grab my bin of Hot Wheels and let him go through it. But hey, for the most part, we've done what we can today, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Ready, PVO squad, a few days have passed and it is time to get this car back on the ground. The red calipers came out amazing. Yes, I am gonna have to, I'm debating on if I want to touch up the backside of it or not, but as of right now, I think I'm gonna just leave it alone. The where the paint at? The paint is real durable, I'm not even gonna lie. When I sprayed the green, it wasn't, oh man, it wasn't caliper paint, it was just regular Rust-Oleum. So me spraying the red, with it being the real caliper paint, oh yeah, it's something different. It's something different for sure. But alrighty, let's go ahead. I still got to go pick up the wheel. I haven't reached out to him to see if it's done or not, because I work, so it would be pointless for me to hit him up, and then I'd have to go to the shop on the day I work, and I'm just not doing that. So I'm off today. I'm gonna hit him up and see if the tire's done. It should be, and then the car is going back on the ground and we rolling, baby. Alrighty, got front driver wheel on, both of the rear tires is on. Now I just gotta contact Robbie and get the other tire so I could put it on the front, and it's time to drop it down, drop it low. Also gotta go to my storage unit. So, hey, it's gonna be a process. Alrighty, PVO squizzle. Bam. As y'all can see, I got the wheel here. Now it is officially time to put this thing back on the ground and give it a nice good washing. The car is gonna be tucked because I don't know when is the next car show. I don't plan on going nowhere no time soon. So, hey, let's get to it. Ta-da! We're back on all four, baby. I'm gonna give it a nice little wash tomorrow, but the red calipers look good. One thing I want to try to do, since I did install the rock lights, the LED lights inside the car, and the LED for the rear brake light, excuse me, I want to try to get rollers of this car at nighttime so I can see what it's looking like, because I've never seen the car at nighttime because I'm always driving it. So I want to see what the car look like at nighttime with all the lights on and just flowing. So I'm gonna DM a few photographers and see if they down for it. Jump on the freeway, just switch a few lanes, get pictures and videos of the car and everything. But hey, it is back and it is ready for whatever. So this is the end of the video, PVO Squizzle. Just some maintenance that the car needed, well needed. So from here on out, we going to the top, baby. I appreciate you all more than you know. We go continue to grow and go, and PVO is on the rise. And with that being said, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your day to watch me. I'm out. Peace.